He would lurk in the shadows, lure a young lady of the night into the nooks and crannies of London's narrow horse and buggy-laden streets, and after some easy misdirection, he would strike like a cobra the young, typically intoxicated victim, never even realizing that their fate was about to be sealed, and that they too would be one of the known victims of one of the world's first, and perhaps even still today, best-known psychopathic homicidal maniacs known as Jack the Ripper.
When you look at Jack the Ripper, you have to look at many things surrounding the murders. The area, what it was like at the time, the fact that there was thousands of homeless people on the street all night long.
Although little is known about the man called Jack the Ripper, we can draw some information about him from the victims he claimed.
All the older ones were all over 40 or around 40. They were all homeless prostitutes who, if they didn't earn money that day, would not have a bed for the night.
A night to remember in the series of the murders was the night where one death just wasn't satisfactory for Mr. Jack. 45 minutes later, another body was found.
Imagine, in Mitre Square, he murdered Catherine Eddowes in a place that was patrolled by a policeman every 15 minutes. So within that 15 minutes, he managed to murder, mutilate, take out her womb, take out her kidney, and escape efficiently from the scene. You know, after the night of the double event, there were vigilantes everywhere and people looking for Jack the Ripper. The whole population in this area was looking for Jack the Ripper. Would have made him very difficult for him to operate.
After a month-long hiatus, Jack the Ripper delivered what would be his finest, most brutal blow. On November 9th, 1888, 25-year-old Mary Kelly was found slaughtered, naked in bed. From Mary Ann Nichols, who had no organs removed, to the double event, to the butchering of Mary Kelly, it becomes obvious that the murders escalated over time. In addition to risk and power, the media attention from newspapers was also a large factor of the Whitechapel murders. Although there are now many letters that claim to be from Jack the Ripper, the original caused the biggest stir.
I cannot see this type of serial killer putting down his knife willingly. So that tells you that something must have happened to remove this person from the scene. And there's only a few possibilities. Maybe arrested for something else we know nothing about, placed in prison, got ill, died in prison.
125 years after the notorious killings, the tale of Jack the Ripper remains one without an ending. Who was he? Why did he do it? Why did he suddenly stop? No one knew, and no one will ever probably find out.
There have been over 300 people accused of being Jack the Ripper, and there are more added every year.
Jack the Ripper has been made a legend. He became a part of the English life, a folktale, a symbol of terror and human cruelty that stems from the misfortune of the society of the time.
Well, I think he's iconic simply because he is the first recognised, well-documented serial killer who was never caught. So not only is it a murder, it's a murder mystery, which always intrigues people.
Dear boss, I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I've laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. I'm down on whores, and I shan't quit ripping them until I do get buckled. My knife's so nice and sharp I want to get to work right away if I get the chance. Good luck, yours truly, Jack the Ripper.